Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira Jane and this is my YouTube channel, Let's Nama Slay. For those of you who don't know me, I actually am an adult creator. OnlyFans is one of the platforms that I do use. And I created a video about 2.5 years ago, just talking about why I started my OnlyFans. And really, I was really interested in the business side and possibly sharing the business side. And 3 years later, after all is said and done, I have to share with you, especially if you are somebody who is interested in doing OnlyFans, I highly encourage you to stick here with me because I am going to be giving you some really good wellness advice. So if that's up your alley and this is something that you're approaching, I am here to share that. So about a year ago, I decided to hire a business coach because I myself wanted to be a business coach in the adult creator side. And I didn't know quite how to do this, how to come up with the marketing and what I was actually saying. I just couldn't nail it down. I had been a business coach in the real estate world, which is so different in many different aspects. Obviously, what we share here is a little bit more vulnerable, I feel like. And so about a year ago, I did that and I just kind of threw myself into the adult industry in terms of being a wellness coach. Little did I know that this business coach idea actually was more about wellness and approaching wholeness. I think that ultimately is my goal in anything that I decide to put myself into, is this idea of reaching wholeness, of self-love. And what I found is when you are able to align more of who you are as a human being, really getting to know yourself and understanding things a little bit more objectively, not looking them so much as a business standpoint, but more of like a wellness standpoint, your business can literally explode. I've seen it. I have clients that have been able to successfully make more money just based on me doing something called the soul print. If you are interested, at the end of the video, I will have more information on how you can be a part of the soul print with me and invite you to learn a little bit more. But obviously, that's not why I'm here. Again, I am here to talk about OnlyFans, starting an OnlyFans, and what it has done for me personally and what I've seen it be able to do for other people in terms of wellness, oddly enough. So when I started my OnlyFans, I had just pretty newly deconstructed out of religion. I think it had been probably, 4 or 5 years. And so I've shared with my audience before that I had a very traumatic and abusive upbringing in terms of religion and what it did. And so what it had done to my mind and my body in terms of my sexuality was really starting to bother me. And it was part of like, why don't I try and figure something else out in terms of trying to figure out the adult content world, trying to figure out OnlyFans specifically. In doing that, my number one objective to leaning into doing OnlyFans was leaning into something we call joy. And to be honest with you, before religion, I didn't have a whole lot of joy. And I would read the word joy. I would see people say joyful and things like that, but I didn't really fully feel that in religion ever. Even if I had said it, I never felt it within. Before I even did my OnlyFans, I did so much personal growth, so much deconstructing in terms of like the patriarchy, religion, myself, my children. Like I did so much deconstruction before I even approached OnlyFans. And to be honest with you, I am really grateful that I did because I'm still here. You have no idea how many people I started in this industry with that were friends, began to, like be acquaintances or whatever, or somebody that I watched. They're all gone. I would say like 9 out of 10 people are gone. And a lot of it is to do with personal growth and with wellness. So I want to invite the question, why do you want to start your OnlyFans? For a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with any single thing that I say here, because I truly believe that these are stepping stones into finding who you are. But some of the top reasons are going to be like making money. Maybe you're finding and looking for validation. Maybe you want to do it for fun. Sometimes you just want to be seen and you want to be heard. And I want to validate all of those things, especially the money part, because this business can be a business that changes your life financially. And I think ultimately, with my experience in real estate and going from not making a lot of money to making a ton of money, and making money like the only reason why, when you aren't aligned within yourself, you begin to get confused about why you're doing something for money, because at some point money can feel very empty. But if you are using tools to be able to find joy and happiness, maybe even tune into your sexuality, whatever, like a more tangible thing, because if you do not have these things written down as to why you do them, it can leave you and you can be confused. I think that the number is between 20 and 40,000 thoughts a day that we have. And oftentimes we forget things, and sometimes we change our mind and all of these things. But if we have something really tangible that we can write down so that we can go back and remember when times are hard, because there's a news flash here. Just because you're making money does not mean life stops happening. Life will continue to life. I so often hear so many women talk about doing their OnlyFans because it is providing some sort of sexual awakening for them, whether it's with their husbands or it's with themselves. And when you're not in tune to your body, those things at some point can feel empty as well. And don't get me wrong, like those reasons are fucking exciting and they're amazing. And what my absolute goal today is to literally be able to start the conversation to in tune to yourself, and in tuning into ourselves, tapping into our sexuality, tapping into that feminine goddess energy that is really starting to form into this beautiful way. And I want to help you through that. So here's the thing, OnlyFans, it may not be for you. And I want you to know, like, that's okay. Like, you can approach your sexuality and who you are without doing an OnlyFans. And I'll be honest with you, OnlyFans is not for somebody who just wants to hurry up and make a ton of money, because these things take time. This is a business. We have to learn about like the business side of it. You have to learn strategy. And I think one of the most important things that I'm teaching my 6-figure clients now is that managing time, and you get to make your time. But I'll be honest with you, like if you're wanting to start an OnlyFans and make a ton of money right now, I wouldn't do it. But if you are wanting to do an OnlyFans and you're not doing it, or you are doing it, and you're really wanting to find and tap into your sexuality or into yourself and even knowing yourself, this is going to be the channel for you. I want to invite you to come back, to like, and to subscribe. After doing OnlyFans for 3 years, I have had some big aha moments. And I think probably my biggest aha moment is moving past just the pornographic world or past sexuality or about the performing. And I want to talk about something that I believe that me doing my OnlyFans has actually helped me. So this type of sexuality is about presence, expression, and connection. And this is what I mean by that. In March, I interviewed a woman named Cindy Gallup, and I will put the link down below for that specific interview. Cindy Gallup is a woman that has a platform that's called Make Love, Not Porn. Found Cindy several years ago and saw this Make Love, Not Porn, and I wondered what it was. I was super curious. So I listened to this woman's TED Talk, and the things that came out of her mouth blew me away because it was like things that I had identified myself, but had never heard anybody else talk about it. So this is what I'm talking about with presence, expression, and connection is the story of Make Love, Not Porn. So her story is a lot in that specific interview if you check it out down below. But I'm just going to give you some key points that really kind of align here with starting an OnlyFans. So Cindy was in advertising, and at some point she decided to open up Make Love, Not Porn. And what Make Love, Not Porn basically is pro-sex, pro-porn, but knowing the difference. And that's a big thing because for me, as a woman watching porn, I would watch an action and think that that was something that I had to do even if I didn't like it. So there's that distinction of like we're seeing porn and connecting it to our own sexual being, our own sexual heart. And maybe perhaps we have done things that don't align and don't match up to that exact thing that you're seeing. And I think that that's a big deal because as women, it's time for us to be able to tap into our own sexual wellness. It's time for us to decide what makes us have an orgasm. It is time for us to look at our bodies and no longer judge them. I mean, that's the other thing with porn, is I always felt like I had to have fake boobs and I've had to do all this stuff. And the truth of the matter is like natural is good too. Like there's no wrong or right here. But for me, I just wanted to be natural. Make sure you check out that link below. To me, it was life-changing. I hope it's something that can change your life as well. So are you going to do an OnlyFans or not? That's really going to be up to you. It's going to be your decision. But I want to talk about something that it has brought me. It has brought me this new, profound, radical acceptance of myself. And I love leading other women who are making six figures or more to that establishment within themselves as well. But for example, I never looked at my pussy ever. Like before OnlyFans, I never looked at it. I was taught it was shameful. I was taught like you don't talk about that, you don't say that word. And so I just had so much shame and so much guilt attached to my pussy. And I want to encourage other women that if you see that part in yourself, that you have that you can begin to embrace and love these parts. And here's the thing, you don't have to have an OnlyFans to do this. You just have to begin to look at life a little differently. And that is what I am excited to bring here. So some of the greatest things that I've been able to do, I've been able to do some really great things in manifesting, in attracting what I want. For example, I've manifested money. I've manifested more money. I have attracted the dream partner who aligns with all the things that I am and who I am. And the best thing about this is that he supports supports me. He supports me in what I do here on OnlyFans. And honestly, I've attracted so many more things that I can't even talk about in this video. It would be so long. But those are the things that I am so grateful for, that I can't lose. That those are things that are super, not only sustainable, but tangible within myself. And I want to invite you to do the same. And again, you don't have to do an OnlyFans if that's not what you want to do. Do it if you want. And I highly recommend, if you are doing it, you also follow me, because you are going to learn the wellness tools that you need to move forward in this business, to be able to expand this business and grow this business and make some fucking money. Joyful money, not out of lack. Because ultimately, teaching abundance is one of my main goals here in doing this channel, and teaching you that you are the actual asset. Things like OnlyFans or Make Love Not Porn or Sex Panther, those are all additions to you. You are the asset. You are the one that is special. So, with that said, I told you at the end I would talk a little bit more about my soul print. So I have a link down below to my soul print. This is a guide that is going to be helping you figure out who you are. I mean, yeah, a lot of us are adults and we kind of know who we are, but do you really know who you are? Maybe you're a negative Nelly and you're cutting yourself down. Got a lot of self-inflicted wounding from your inner critic. Maybe you're somebody who is making a really great income on OnlyFans already, or another platform, and you want to make more money and you keep hitting that glass ceiling. This soul print is going to help you do that. This soul print is going to help eliminate so much of the negative self-talk and so much of the inner critic that's constantly thinking you're going to fail, and actually pushes you into procrastination and pushes you into stopping what you're doing. Whatever it is, whether it's those things or you're just curious, I will have the link down below for you to check it out. I am so grateful that you joined me here. And also, I want to just open it up to any kinds of questions. I think at one point I was planning to teach the business of OnlyFans. And finally, I thought, that's not where I want to put my energy. I think there's so many great people out there that are teaching the business and teaching others how to do strategy. For me, I am teaching wellness. So if you're looking for like how to start your business, I'm probably not the right channel. I do have some other videos that talk a little bit about that, but ultimately I am here for wellness. And whether you're going to be doing your OnlyFans or you're thinking about it or you decide not to, I want you to know that you are welcome here. So I want to invite you to